everybody, this is Rorskeet again from pixeltrip.com. So today we're going to be taking a look at Vortex Pinnacle. So yeah, I mean it's definitely one of the easier dungeons. Try not to hate on the healer too bad. He's severely undergeared, but I wanted to grind him through some heroics, get him geared up. Didn't really feel like running him through normal, so so yeah, let's kick it off. Pretty much we start off with this first boss. Fairly simple in the fact of the mechanics. However, he does when he pulls in the cyclones, it's going to cause everybody's cast time to be extremely slow. So anything you can do for the healers to try to help them out, whether you pop Word of Glory or we should have really got some health stones, but no biggie. We were able to tank it down and just keep on grinding on it. You may want to switch to Seal of Light. Obviously if you're running out of mana, and also to help the healer out, like I said, because there is going to be quite a bit of damage being taken overall throughout the whole party. So any little bit of heals you can help the healer with, especially if they're severely undergeared like ours was, definitely going to help them out. Overall, fairly simple boss, really easy dungeon. We did wipe a couple times, but that's to be expected when you have a random pickup group. We only had a couple guildies, so just trying to get everybody on the same page takes a little bit. So yeah, obviously I'm going to take a minute to show you guys the gear that drops. Just so you have an idea. Maybe you see something and be like, oh, I need that. So we're on to the second boss now. This one's can be a little more tricky. Just obviously, as you can see, there are tons of cyclones all over. Same as normal mode, you're going to want to stay downwind from him. You'll see the little green foot up by your mini map. That means you're in the good zone. Your haste and and caster's cast time is going to be extremely fast, so you'll be able to DPS him down because he has a shitload of health. So other than that, same old, just keep dodging the cyclones. As you're gonna see, our warrior fails to realize that, and he ends up getting owned pretty fast by them. I even mess up about halfway through. I get stuck in a corner, get myself trapped there, and get bounced around 5 or 6 times, but luckily our healer was able to save it. Same thing with this one. When he does the AoE damage with the breath he does, I would definitely try to help out the healer as much. It doesn't take much for you to throw Word of Glory out there just to help with the party heals, and throw out your single point heal on yourself whenever you can. It's instant, so it's not really gonna if somebody's pulling aggro off you because you take 2 seconds to heal yourself, then you're not doing something right. Like I said, this one's also, I mean, it's a lot more tricky, but it's still fairly simple in the mechanics. Nothing too crazy to worry about. Dodge cyclones. Try to help the healer as much as possible and tank and spank him down. Make sure you're downwind, and you should be able to handle it fairly easy. One great thing they are going to be doing, seen in the patch notes, they're going to change the cyclones because at this point you can actually get thrown off of the side of it, which can be a pain in the ass because you get one-shotted by his lightning, and yeah, that just doesn't make for a good run all in all. But other than that, patch notes, they're going to make it so the cyclones will throw you straight up in the air. On to the last boss, by far the easiest heroic boss as far as I'm concerned. This is pretty much a tank and spank. You run into the little triangle when he throws down the temporary grounding field, and other than that, make sure your party's spread out. If you see everybody standing too close together, that's not a good thing because he's going to throw out, he's going to bind you down to the floor with electricity. Being a tank, you have the Hand of Freedom, so you'll be able to get out of it. But as far as any other party members that are standing too close, they'll get stuck in it, which is what I believe happens to our warrior here. Eventually, he gets stuck there, can't make it back to the boss, and yeah, it doesn't take long to die when you're out there. Healer barely made it in, but he made it in. I guess that's all that matters. Right there, the chain lightning. Also, if everybody's too close, he's going to throw out that chain lightning. It's going to hit everybody for a lot more. As you can see, everybody's kind of stuck down, binded to the floor, and the healer can only, we both have long enough cooldown on that Hand of Freedom. It's going to be hard to save anybody else. Yep, warrior gets stuck there, doesn't make it back, but it's by far the easiest boss. Pretty much you just burn him down. I mean, it's as simple as that. I guess in the patch notes, apparently they're going to make him summon them little stars. Definitely going to make it a little more complicated. Should be a fairly interesting fight when it comes to that, because as of now, it's pretty boring dungeon in general. We all kind of cringed when we got it just because ran it so many times and it is so boring, not very challenging. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you could subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. And have a good one.